Ezra, gathering unto the desolate one. Ezra was born in Babylon. He never saw Jerusalem until later in his life. Ezra was a scripture searcher and a scribe. From his searching, Ezra knew that Jerusalem was meant to be God's home. And yet, God's home laid desolate. Ezra heard two prophets in his time crying out God's heart concerning his desolate son. Ezra watched God's leaders, Prince Zerubbabel and High Priest Joshua, returning to the burnt stones. Ezra witnessed 3 Persian kings blessing, protecting, and providing for the return and rebuilding of Jerusalem. Ezra's entire life was surrounded with that which pertained to the desolate Jerusalem. Ezra watched all those around him respond in one way or another to that ruined city of God's heart. It seemed as if the whole earth was aware of this desolate city. Some mourned with Zion. Others chose to forget. Some warred against it. While others drew so close as to enter into the Zion of God's heart. 60 years after the first group returned, Ezra left Babylon to return to Jerusalem. Ezra brought with him those of a willing heart. They came to beautify the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. When Ezra finally arrived in Jerusalem, many outward things had been done to the burnt city. The foundation had been laid. The temple had been rebuilt. The vessels had been returned. Worship and the Passover feast were restored. Outwardly, Jerusalem appeared to be loved and joined back into by the Lord's own. Yet, almost immediately, Ezra receives news that the people in Jerusalem have joined to the heathen nations around them. They have married foreign women and practiced their abominations. Immediately, Ezra moves from functioning as priest and scribe and bows his entire being into the sufferings and desolations of Jerusalem. He bows down into the rejected and crucified Christ. He tears his clothes and pulls out his hair. He sits in utter astonishment. He waits for the time of the evening sacrifice. He waits for the time of sacrifice so he can join with the desolate Jerusalem, the slain Lamb. During the evening sacrifice, Ezra pours out his heart in oneness with the slain lamb. He cries out and cleaves to the crucified Jerusalem. He marries the Lamb. He draws close to the Lamb's wounded heart on the behalf of the people. Ezra stays outside the rebuilt temple and abides with the rejected Zion. He weeps there. He casts himself down before the house of God. He presses every fiber of his being into the crucified. People began to gather to this crucified minister. They gather to him in bad weather and personal discomfort. They gather with their children at inconvenient times. A remnant within the remnant gathered to the real Jerusalem, found in this astonished and demolished Ezra. First they had gathered to an ideal and still joined with other lovers. But now they are ready to join to the real Jerusalem, a crucified Christ. For I am determined not to know anything among you save Christ and Him crucified. They are gathering to the desolate, crucified Christ, who takes the throne in the hearts of those who love him.